Hi everyone, welcome to US Immigration Help channel. In today's video, we are going to talk about I-864 Affidavit of Support, common mistakes to avoid when filing I-864. If you make these mistakes, US CIS will ask for request for evidence. If you are new to this channel, my name is Sliman and I make videos for a family-based immigration to simplify the immigration process and give you a confidence to go through your immigration journey by yourself. First of all, I am not an immigration attorney. I'm here to help you based on the information I have from US CIS website and also based on my personal experience. If you find this video very helpful, please subscribe, share, hit notification bell, and give us a big like so YouTube can share the video with more people. So if you're ready, let's get started. If the petitioner has zero income, petitioner still must file I-864. In part 1, basis for filing affidavit of support, must check the box 1A or item 1A. I am the petitioner. I file or I am filing for the immigration of my relative. Part 6, sponsors employment and income. Total income must be here. If he has zero income, must put it right here. But he must attach evidence to support this. You cannot just put zeros right here. You must, if you do that, you must explain to IRS why, or I'm sorry, USCIS, why you did not file taxes with IRS for these most years. Since now you don't have enough income, so you will need joint sponsor. The joint sponsor must file I-864. The joint sponsor must select item 1D. I am the only joint sponsor. Or if you have a second and third, you can do it right here. But for joint sponsor, must file I-864 as well. If joint sponsor is married and file taxes jointly with the spouse must file I-864. This is a big problem for a lot of people because they forgot to do that. This is I-864A must be filed by spouse if the joint sponsor is married. Alien registration number. It is in part 2, information about you, and item number 10. A lot of people miss this alien registration number. Let's show you how you get it. You can get a number from I-797, is right here, petitioner A number. Or you can get it from naturalization certificate, I'm sorry. This is your A number right here. If you are a US citizen by birth, you don't have it. Number 5, USCIS online account is item number 11 in your form I-864 under part 2, information about you. I will show you how you get that one. This is your USCIS online account. And a receipt number always start with IOE number. Now let's go to petitioner household size. The household size for the petitioner with no children will be 2. The applicant and yourself, the petitioner, must be 2 with no children. Now let's go to the household size for joint sponsor. The joint sponsor, it will be 3 with no children. It will be the applicant, the joint sponsor, and the spouse. Now, number 8, joint sponsor spouse income. In the Form I-64A, the joint sponsor must include the spouse income. Under person 1, item A, person 1, you're going to give the full name of the spouse, then the relationship, and then the current income of the spouse. Number 9, petitioner signature. The petitioner must sign I-864 with a black ink. Do not initial it. Do not put your full name. In this case right here, if you forgot to sign it, or you sign it with a different color, or you put your full name, or you initial it, your I-864 will be rejected. That's my big advice. For the last 3 items we are going to talk about, if you made a mistake on these 3 items we are going to talk about, USCIS will reject your case, not request for evidence. 10, joint sponsor signature, I-864. Same way, it must be signed with a black ink. If it's signed with a different color, you initial it, or you put your full name, USCIS will reject your case. Will reject your form. Number 11, which is a household signature, which is the spouse of the joint sponsor. For I-864A, it must be signed as well with a black ink. If the spouse initial it or put the full name right here, I-864A will be rejected. Let's talk about an example right here that's happened to one of my friends. One of my friends, he does not have enough income, and he find a joint sponsor. The joint sponsor filed taxes jointly with the spouse, and he told my friend, "Okay, I will support your spouse. It's okay, I can do that for you. That's not a problem." The joint sponsor filed I-64, and they submitted to NVC, but the spouse did not file I-64A. They forgot to include the spouse of the joint sponsor to file I-64A. I was surprised that NVC did not catch this mistake. It went to embassy. At the embassy, when the interview date, the consular officer requested that the spouse of the joint sponsor must file I-64A. But the problem at the time, it was a long time, the spouse of the joint sponsor did not want to file I-64 for some reason. I don't know what the reason behind it, but she doesn't want to do that. So his case was delayed, and he was looking for another joint sponsor, and it takes him a couple months before he find a new joint sponsor. And then when he find new one, they submit it, and then they finally issued his visa. Just my advice here, short: if you have a joint sponsor, make sure the joint sponsor willing to support, and if he filed taxes with his spouse, you must talk to him first to see if his spouse is agreed to support the applicant, which is your spouse, the petitioner spouse. This is my big advice. I don't want you to have this problem as one of my friend had like a couple months ago. So this is the end of this video. I hope you like it. If you do, please subscribe, share, hit notification bell. Thank you, and see you next video.